Most people don't notice it at first. There's no pain. No sudden loss. Just small moments that feel easy to ignore. Maybe you hold the newspaper a little farther away than before. Maybe bright lights at night feel harsher than they used to. You stop enjoying evening drives, not because you're tired, but because the glare feels uncomfortable. And one day, while looking at someone you love, you realize their face doesn't look as clear as it once did. Almost like a thin veil is sitting between you and the world. This isn't your imagination. And it isn't simply old age. For many people after 60, this gentle fading is the early sign of cataracts, a condition that develops quietly, over time, without warning. Cataracts are far more common than most people realize. They don't arrive suddenly. They build slowly, sometimes starting years before vision feels noticeably different. What makes them difficult isn't just the blur. It's how they change daily life. You may feel less confident driving. Reading takes more effort. Faces don't feel as sharp or familiar. And little by little, there's a fear that independence is slipping away, that this is just how things are now, and nothing can be done. But that belief isn't entirely true. Here's something important I want to share with you, calmly and honestly. There are simple steps you can take today to support your eyes. Not extreme treatments. Not expensive supplements. Just small, natural choices, especially when it comes to nutrition. Some of the most helpful support for aging eyes comes from foods many people already keep at home. Simple nuts, when chosen wisely, provide nutrients that help protect the lens of the eye and support long-term vision health. Welcome to Vital Health, where we share practical, science-informed ways to care for your body and vision after 60. If this kind of guidance feels helpful, you're warmly invited to subscribe and stay with us. Because next, we're going to explore how our everyday nuts may help you protect something truly precious. Your clear, comfortable vision, and the confidence that comes with it. Let's start with a small nut that quietly makes a big difference: almonds. They may seem like just a healthy snack, but for your eyes, especially after 60, almonds act like a subtle shield. Why? One of the main reasons cataracts form is oxidative stress. Tiny unstable molecules called free radicals slowly damage the clear lens of your eye. Unlike skin or muscle, the lens can't repair itself easily. Over time, this can cloud your vision. Here's where vitamin E steps in. It's a powerful antioxidant that helps protect your lens cells, almost like a gentle coat of armor. And almonds? They're one of the richest natural sources. Just a small handful a day, about 20 to 25 almonds, can give your eyes the nutrients they need to stay clearer, longer. The key is consistency. It's not an overnight fix, but a gradual support system for your vision. Margaret's story. I remember Margaret, a 68-year-old retired librarian. She loved reading to her grandchildren but had started to notice blurry words at night. Her early cataracts weren't severe, but they were dimming the joy in her daily life. We didn't rush to surgery. Instead, we added almonds to her afternoon tea, 6 days a week. 3 months later, Margaret called me excited. "I can read again," she said, smiling. "Not for hours, but enough to finish a chapter. I'm reading Charlotte's Web to Lily again." Almonds aren't a miracle cure. But when you consistently give your eyes the nutrients they need, they gain a better chance to stay clear and strong. So today, with your coffee or tea, try a handful of almonds. Your eyes will thank you quietly, day by day. Next, let's talk about walnuts, a nut that quietly supports circulation, which your eyes need as much as antioxidants. After 60, blood flow slows down a little. Tiny vessels delivering oxygen and nutrients to your lens and retina aren't as efficient as they used to be. That's where omega-3 fatty acids, especially ALA, alpha-linolenic acid, help. Walnuts are the richest plant-based source of this healthy fat. They reduce inflammation, support flexible vessels, and ensure your eyes get steady nutrition, helping prevent the lens from clouding due to lack of support. Charles, a 72-year-old retired mailman, loved walking and staying active, but nighttime driving terrified him. Headlights felt blinding. Blood work showed low omega-3 levels, and he rarely ate nuts. We started with just 7 walnut halves each morning alongside his breakfast. 6 weeks later, he shared something small but powerful. I drove home last night, and the glare didn't paralyze me. I was nervous, but I made it. His night vision wasn't perfect, but his confidence was returning. Nutrition isn't magic, but it creates momentum. Each walnut adds to better blood flow, stronger vessels, and reduced inflammation. Pair them with Greek yogurt or oatmeal for best absorption. What feels like a humble snack is quietly doing work your eyes will notice over time. Now let's talk about a nut that often goes unnoticed but quietly protects your eyes: cashews. Soft, slightly sweet, and creamy, cashews are more than just a tasty snack. They're packed with zinc and lutein, 2 nutrients your eyes especially need after 60. Zinc works like a delivery truck for vitamin A, carrying it from your liver to the retina, specifically to the retinal pigment epithelium, the part of your eye that helps you see in dim light. Without enough zinc, that delivery slows down, making it harder for your eyes to adjust when moving from bright sunlight into a dim room. Lutein is like a natural pair of sunglasses inside your eye. It builds up in your macula, the center of your retina, filtering harmful blue light and shielding your cells from damage caused by screens and sunlight. Your body can't make lutein, so getting it from foods like cashews helps protect your vision over time. Anita's story. Anita, a 64-year-old church pianist, had begun struggling during evening services. Hymnal pages looked washed out, and moving her gaze from bright stage lights to dark pews was frustrating. Her diet was clean but low in minerals. We added a small change: 16 to 18 cashews each evening with a slice of fruit. Within 2 months, she noticed real improvement. She could find her car at night without squinting. "I feel sharper. I feel safer," she told me. Cashews aren't a cure, but they nourish the retina, supporting the cells that help you process light and see the world clearly. Even small improvements in visual clarity after 60 can make a big difference in confidence and independence. So if your eyes feel slower to adjust between bright and dim areas, or if colors seem less vivid than they used to, a handful of cashews could be a simple, gentle way to help your retina stay strong. Finally, let's talk about a humble but surprisingly helpful nut: peanuts. They're everywhere, in vending machines, lunchboxes, even on airplanes, and because they're so common, many people dismiss them as a snack with little benefit. But if you're over 60 and looking to protect your eyes, peanuts deserve a second look. While technically legumes, peanuts are packed with nutrients that quietly support the lens of your eye. They're rich in niacin, vitamin B3, which helps keep small blood vessels behind your eyes healthy, delivering nutrients to the lens. Healthy vessels mean less risk of lens clouding. Peanuts also contain resveratrol, an antioxidant compound, along with protein, healthy fats, and minerals like magnesium, all of which support the connection between your eyes and brain. Dennis, a 70-year-old retired postal worker, loved staying active but found reading street signs increasingly difficult. His mild cataracts were progressing faster than expected. Supplements weren't for him, and he didn't eat fish. But he did enjoy peanuts. We made a simple swap. His late-night cookie habit became a handful of plain, unsalted roasted peanuts, 5 nights a week. 3 months later, he walked in smiling, "Doc, I don't know what's in those peanuts, but I can read the license plates again." It wasn't magic, but that small change helped nourish his lens, improve blood flow, and reduce oxidative stress. A simple, everyday snack became a gentle way to support his vision and independence. So, if you have a jar of peanuts at home, try enjoying a handful as a daily snack. It's one of the easiest, most natural ways to give your lens the support it needs. Here's the good news: you don't need to remember which nut does what. What matters is habit, not perfection. A simple, repeatable routine can quietly support your eyes and your overall health, without any complicated diets or expensive supplements. Here's a schedule I've recommended to dozens of patients over the past 10 years. It's flexible, easy, and yes, even enjoyable. Morning, with your coffee or tea, have a handful of almonds, about 20 to 25 nuts. Packed with vitamin E, they gently start your day with antioxidant support, helping protect your eyes as you move through the morning. Midday, around lunch, include walnuts, 6 to 8 halves is enough. Sprinkle them on a salad, mix into oatmeal, or eat with a few apple slices. The omega-3s nourish tiny vessels in your eyes, keeping them healthy and strong. Late afternoon, if you get a little hungry around 3 or 4 p.m., go for cashews, about 15 to 18 nuts. Their zinc and lutein give your retina a gentle boost just as evening light exposure increases, whether from screens or indoor lighting. Evening, after dinner, instead of reaching for sweets, try a small serving of peanuts, about a closed handful. They deliver niacin, protein, and a bit of resveratrol to help maintain lens health. Pair them with grapes or a square of dark chocolate if you like. The key here, don't worry about perfection. You don't need all 4 every day. Even 2 types a day, rotated throughout the week, makes a real difference. Some people find it helpful to pre-pack nuts in small jars or snack bags for the week. Others keep a nut organizer on the counter, each type labeled for easy access. It might sound small, but these little cues make it easy to turn a healthy habit into a lasting routine. What's wonderful about this approach is it doesn't just serve your eyes. It nourishes your brain, heart, skin, and energy levels, too. This isn't another task on your to-do list, it's a small gift you give your future self. Remember, the goal isn't perfection. It's momentum. And momentum starts with something as simple as a handful of almonds with your morning tea. Let's bring it all together with one gentle reminder, especially if you've been quietly worrying about your vision. Losing clarity after 60 is not inevitable. Yes, our eyes change as we age, but cataracts don't have to take away the things you love: reading the morning paper, recognizing faces, driving with confidence, or watching a sunset without strain. You are not powerless. And you are certainly not alone. Every small choice matters. Every handful of almonds, walnuts, cashews, or peanuts is a quiet investment in your eyes, and in how you feel about life. Clearer vision can bring more independence. More independence leads to more freedom. And freedom means you can keep being present for the people and moments that matter most. I've seen it time and again, people in their 60s, 70s, even early 80s, regaining clarity not just in sight, but in spirit. Often, it starts with something as simple as choosing a handful of nuts instead of a snack you don't need. If you've made it to the end of this video, thank you. Your time and trust mean more than I can say. If you found even one helpful idea here today, consider doing one small thing: click like, share this video with someone who might benefit, or leave a comment, even if it's just, "I'm starting today." And if you're new here, subscribe to Vital Health, where we focus not just on symptoms, but on real solutions, hope, and caring for the whole person behind the diagnosis. Until next time, take gentle care of your vision, and take care of your life.